Today on It Figures, we're going to do another box opening for the Goddess of Victory Nikke Noodle Stopper figure, D Killer Wife. This is a licensed figure by Goddess of Victory Nikke from the maker of Furyu. And I believe this is a partner with the Good Smile Company. But yeah, we're gonna take a look at some of the details of this figure. I just arrived recently, so you're gonna see it as I'm seeing it. So at first, we're gonna take a look at this box. Number one, this is definitely considered probably a budget line. I haven't seen Furyu produce anything really substantial, like a large scale figures, even though I've heard that is something they do, but I haven't seen any just yet. So right now, as far as I know, I've just seen them produce these much smaller figures. And once I saw this version of D Killer Wife, I figured I had to pick it up. It originally retailed for just over $34. And if you can find one, maybe this review will help you in your decision to hunt it down. But yeah, just looking at the box is very small, actually. We're going to take a look at the size of this box. It is a perfect square, 8 inches or 20 centimeters by about 5 inches or about just under 13 centimeters. But yeah, so it's a very small box. The size the same, and you've got some great visuals of D Killer Wife and her tattoo on the side. And let's see, we have her. Yeah, I'm actually curious what this figure is going to look like. I've only seen a couple photos. I think they try to be a little more discreet about what they show, because virtually every shot I've seen of this figure is from this angle. So it's like nobody wants to show this figure from the back. I guess, they don't want people like gooning on their website. But, every figure has multiple sides, and, we're gonna look at all of them, but we are gonna crack this open and see what it takes to get in here. Let's see, we got some tape here on the top. Easy peasy, and then some here bit on the side. Try to take care not to scratch anything visual here. Let's see that. Because it's such an attractive box. You're gonna keep D Killer Wife and all of her glory and 100% pristine as possible. And a little more over here. I might need to get a new knife. That seemed like it was more resistance than it needed to be. But just a look at the top of the box, I guess that is the Furyu logo. And there's just some writings and probably warning about small parts and choking hazards down there in multiple languages. But here we're about to crack this open. It is a very tight box. Okay, we're gonna pull that to the side. See if we can crack that a little bit better. And of course, it's never a good sign when you start stressing about just getting the lid off. Okay. Any minute now. This might have to be a time lapse. I don't know. We have definitely got, I'm trying to keep this box in as pristine as possible. Okay. So if anyone else gets this figure, it's like, comment if just getting the lid off gave you hell. All right, well, again, I do not sell my figures. All my figures are, I always say, near and dear to my heart. So I guess the box has been slightly damaged, so no more exactly mint here, but let's see. Okay, what we're gonna have to do to get into this guy is, it's like safe cracking or something. We are going to lift up this ledge right here. See if we can get that. Look at that. All right. Okay. So tragic. You know, that might be the first fatality or fatal mistake in a box opening. A slight tear there, but it'll be okay. If it's going to happen, it may as well happen on a budget figure. And of course, coming out of there, I mean, no blister packaging. They just wrapped it in cardboard and some bubble wrap. So not too much going on there. We're just going to pull that out. And of course, this cardboard, again, is very basic. It's just set up not to shift around a lot. So they didn't spend a whole lot on the packaging, but we're going to slide that back in there. Very basic box. And how about we put that on the side where we can see D. All right, right about there. That's good. All right. Okay, so we have the tape here on the bubble wrap. This is like crazy that one of the cheapest figures and being the most stressful unboxing. But yeah, all right. Okay. We're gonna put that off to the side. All right. There's no accessories. She is very, very basic. All right, let's take a look at that. Here we have, oh, let's gonna make our camera do what it needs to do. But yeah, so I will say on the box art, they kind of make, or every piece of, I would say everything that I've seen so far, that they make it look like the thong impression is kind of molded onto her, and it might be just a little bit, but it's definitely more painted. Let's see if we can get that just a little bit closer so you can see what's going on there. Probably one of the first shots from the back of her. Excellent. And let's see. And just keep in mind, this is not the formal review. We will try to do a more in-depth review with better video on this figure later on. But I guess, you know, you kind of got already some seam marks there where, you know, that they put the figure together. But yeah, this is the Killer Wife. If my camera will behave, you can kind of see her from the back there and from the side. And, you know, for a budget figure, you know, it's like, what are you expecting? It's a good keepsake from the game, so you can kind of get in. You know, if you're a fan of a D Killer Wife, then, you know, maybe this will hit the spot just a little bit for you. But yeah, so this is her, and I figure she's got some nice detail on the tat there as well. So try to make sure the camera behaves, but yeah. I'll put her down on the base and see if we can get some better light on that. Okay. But yeah, all right. So this is the killer wife. Have her tat, you can see that better. Her side. And again, we will be doing a more formal review so you can see what this figure truly looks like with some better camera work. I see my camera is struggling because it's probably the smallest figure I've ever unboxed, and that sensor is just having a time locking onto her. But yeah, I mean, I think it's decent, you know, for like what it is. And of course, you know, you have like all of her details, and like from below, you know, they actually have, I don't know if you can see that, have Shift Up Corporation under her skirt and her panties that kind of look like they were trying to also insinuate, yeah, that she's got a thong on. But yeah, I think, you know, if they ever did a more expensive version of this figure, that they should definitely give her a transparent covering and, you know, do it the way it needs to be done. But yeah, all right, so that is the killer wife, and I mean, she is there on the spinning base, and you can tell she is a lot smaller than anything that I have probably showcased so far. We're gonna take a look at her height here. She is approximately from back to front. She's about 5 inches from her arm extending out to where her feet are on the back of her, or about 13 centimeters. And then, you know, if we want to talk about width, you know, we have from her foot in the back to potentially the knee on the ground over here. I'd say, let's see, how about we get it to not focus on my hand? Yeah, so slide that over. So if we get right about there, she's probably about 2.5 inches in width. You know, maybe 2 3/4. But yeah. So, and again, from this side, get my hand out of the way there. And then that might be a more accurate measurement from the back of her foot to where her hand stops. Yeah, she is right at 4 3/4 or about 12 centimeters. So yeah, and about height, she is from the base to the top of her bum. Let's see, get my hand out of there. Yeah, she is right at 2 inches or about 5 centimeters. So yeah, very condensed figure. If you want like a D killer wife hit, then this might do it for you if you can hunt her down. Now, just going to peek at some other sites, I would say that it might be a bit of a hunt because a lot of places are sold out. But yeah, as of August 2026, you may still be able to find her at some places like fairly cheap. Worst case scenario, you can always find her on eBay, but you're gonna pay a little more there than anywhere else. But yeah, that's the Killer Wife unboxing, and I think she's pretty adorable. You know, don't spend too much money on her, but yeah, if you're able to find her. But look forward to the formal review. Something else to note, if you happen to pick up Pop-Up Parade's A2, she seems to pair well with Furyu's D-Killer wife. You know, some people are probably gonna hate on me for this combo setup, but I ain't hating it.